There is a truth that every man eventually confronts, a truth so sharp, so unforgiving, that it cuts away every illusion he ever carried about relationships, respect, and masculinity. It's this: women don't respect the man you pretend to be. They respect the man you consistently are. Not the version of you that comes alive when you're hopeful, or the version that shows up when you're desperate, or the version that tries to impress her with effort instead of presence. No. Women respect the man whose boundaries are not moods, but laws. The man who doesn't negotiate with disrespect. The man who stands firm when most men collapse. The man who doesn't need permission to be who he is. Here's the cold reality. You don't lose respect because you're unloving. You lose respect because you're inconsistent. You bend when you should hold firm. You tolerate when you should walk away. You explain when you should stay silent. You react when you should stay composed. You chase when you should detach. Most men bleed out emotionally because they keep giving a woman a power she never asked for, their center. And once she feels that center slipping, once she senses your ground is soft, once she realizes she can pull your strings with her emotions, she stops seeing you as the man she can trust and starts seeing you as the man she can test. Every woman, consciously or instinctively, pushes a man to see what holds his frame and what cracks it, not to hurt him, but to understand him. And if you fail that, respect dissolves like sand slipping through your fingers. Today, that ends. I'm going to give you 5 boundaries that don't just make women respect you more, they make you respect yourself more. Because the moment you hold your world steady, the world begins to treat you differently. Before we go deep, drop this in the comments: I protect my standards. Say it so your mind remembers. Now, let's begin.
Number 1. Your time is a privilege, not a public park. There is a rule every high-value man understands. A woman respects the time you protect more than the attention you give. Most men destroy attraction simply by being too available. They reply instantly. They rearrange their schedule. They cancel commitments. They make her presence the priority above their purpose. And what happens? She doesn't feel chosen, she feels burdened. She doesn't see presence, she sees neediness. Because when a man's time has no price, neither does he. You must understand something vital. Women don't test your interest, they test your hierarchy. She wants to know where you place yourself in your own life. If she becomes the center of your world, you cease being the man she admired in the first place. Most men lose respect slowly in tiny, invisible ways. Picking up every call, replying to every message instantly, canceling plans to soothe her mood, always being free when she wants attention, abandoning purpose for comfort. Women don't consciously want this, yet subconsciously, they pull away from men who live like this, not because they don't love you, but because instinctively, a woman cannot respect a man who doesn't have a world beyond her. So what's the boundary? Your time must be structured. Your routines must be sacred. Your purpose must come before her emotions, not out of coldness, but out of leadership. A man with a mission moves differently. He answers when he chooses, not when he's summoned. He meets when it aligns, not when he's commanded. He gives attention as a gift, not as a default. When your time is valuable, your presence becomes magnetic. And suddenly, she leans in. She invests more. She respects your rhythm. She follows your lead. Because a man with priorities of his own is a man a woman can trust.
Number 2. Never negotiate your boundaries, only your availability.
There's a brutal truth most men never learn. Once you negotiate a boundary, it ceases to be a boundary. It becomes a suggestion. And suggestions don't earn respect. Men lose themselves because they confuse love with compromise and compromise with surrender. Women notice everything. She sees when you say you won't tolerate disrespect, then stay after she disrespects you. She sees when you say you need emotional maturity, then entertain her yelling. She sees when you claim to value peace, yet keep chasing chaos. She sees when you swear you won't accept games, yet fall for them every time. And here's the psychological pattern. Women push boundaries not to break you, but to find out if you're real. A boundary is not a speech, not a warning, not a paragraph, not an emotional plea. A boundary is simple, a standard with a consequence that requires no explanation. When she crosses a line, you don't debate it, you don't justify it, you don't react emotionally. You simply step back, silently, firmly, unapologetically. Because silence communicates what arguments never can. I won't participate in anything beneath my standard. This shifts everything. Women recalibrate instantly when your actions speak the boundary instead of your mouth defending it. A high-value man doesn't yell. He doesn't beg. He doesn't chase. He doesn't repeat himself. He sets the boundary, holds the boundary, and lets behavior determine who stays. That's power. And power earns respect.
Number 3. Emotional discipline over emotional display. Here is the truth. A woman doesn't fall in love with your emotions. She falls in love with the man who can master his emotions. The modern world lies to men, telling them that opening up everything creates intimacy. No, it creates dependency. It creates emotional dumping. It turns the relationship into therapy, and that suffocates attraction. Understand this clearly. Emotional expression is healthy. Emotional spillage is not. Women don't want to carry your entire inner world. They want to feel your depth, not drown in it. Men fail here because they overshare. They talk too much about fears. They reveal every insecurity. They look for reassurance. They turn vulnerability into validation seeking. This kills polarity because a woman instinctively wants a man strong enough to face his battles without collapsing into her arms every time life gets hard. She can support you, but she cannot save you, and she should never be asked to do so. The boundary here? You decide what emotions you express and what emotions you process privately. Not because you're hiding anything, but because you're cultivating masculine self-possession. A Stoic man is not emotionless. He is emotionally sovereign. He feels everything, but reveals only what aligns with stability, not weakness. He speaks when it's meaningful, not when he's overwhelmed. He shares when it strengthens connection, not when it seeks approval. This makes you magnetic in a way few men ever understand. Women gravitate toward a man whose emotions are not chaotic storms, but deep rivers running quiet beneath the surface. Mystery is not manipulation. It's masculine grace. And the man who holds himself with quiet emotional authority is the man every woman respects. Number 4. Do not enter chaos, ever. The strongest boundary a man can hold is this. You do not participate in emotional chaos. Not hers, not yours, not anyone's. You don't fight in anger. You don't argue when she escalates. You don't respond to disrespectful tone. You don't engage in circular conversations.
You don't chase after emotional withdrawal. You don't match her intensity. You don't mirror her mood swings. Chaos wins by dragging you into the mud. Power wins by refusing to step off the throne. The masculine frame collapses the moment you let emotions control your behavior. Women test emotional stability constantly because it's the deepest signal of masculine reliability. If you get triggered easily, if you shout, if you panic when she pulls back, if you crumble when she cries, if you overreact to silence, if you take the bait when she's upset, you show her you're not grounded, you're volatile, and volatility cannot be trusted. Think of emotional chaos like a storm. A weak man runs into it. A reactive man gets lost in it. A wounded man tries to fix it. But a stoic man, he stands still. He waits. He breathes. He lets the storm collapse under its own weight. And when the silence arrives, he remains unchanged. This boundary earns more respect than any speech, any gesture, any apology you could ever give. A woman feels safest, most drawn in, most feminine, when a man refuses to participate in chaos, because his stability becomes her calm.
Number 5. Be willing to walk away, completely and without drama. This is the boundary that strengthens all others, because the man who cannot walk away cannot lead, cannot command respect, cannot maintain standards, cannot hold his frame. A man who fears losing a woman loses her respect first. Here's the truth. Attachment without self-respect turns you into a prisoner. You stay in situations you should end. You accept behavior you should reject. You tolerate excuses you should walk away from. You give chances that drain your soul. You cling to potential instead of reality. And she sees it. The moment she senses that you have to keep her, she stops bringing her best. She stops respecting your boundaries. She stops seeing you as the man she should follow. Because your fear of losing her makes her feel like she already lost you, the strong version of you. Walking away is not about punishing her. It's about protecting you. It's saying, I will not remain where my soul is shrinking. I choose standards over attachment. I choose direction over emotion. I choose self-respect over comfort. When you live like this, everything changes. Women treat you differently. Opportunities appear differently. People approach you differently. You see yourself differently. Because a man who is willing to walk away is a man who knows his value, a man who cannot be manipulated, a man who doesn't negotiate his dignity, a man who moves with quiet, untouchable authority. This boundary turns boys into men and men into giants.
Every boundary I've given you today has nothing to do with controlling women and everything to do with controlling yourself. Because when a man expands inwardly, the world expands outwardly. When he strengthens his standards, his relationships strengthen. When he deepens his discipline, his presence deepens. When he becomes centered, respect surrounds him. You are not here to be liked. You are here to be clear. You are here to walk with purpose. You are here to build the kind of life that only those with respect may enter. Everything changes only when you do. And if something inside you shifted today, if you felt your spine straighten, your mind sharpen, and your voice deepen, then carry this forward. Comment below, "I live by my standards." Subscribe Stoic Origin for more. Share this video with a man who needs this. Because when one man rises, it inspires another to rise. And that's how the world changes, one boundary at a time.